So the first
Mm,
question is, why
mm, mm,
is Yuta going all out
mm,
against Yuji in terms of combat power, like how fast he's moving, how hard
uh,
he's swinging, how well he's defending against Yuji's attacks. Because one thing that we do know in
mm,
JJK is that characters do struggle to hold back. We see this in the case of Gojo, in which Gojo is trying to fight the disaster curses, but you would expect him, if he's like so far above these guys to where he can blitz them at full power, that he'd just be able to hold back to where he's not going to kill the civilians around him, because we agreed that he has to hold back so he doesn't kill the civilians, but he's not going to try so much to
mm.
where he's not going to hold back so much to where he still like struggles with them a little bit, and he doesn't just have the ability to overpower them. Even if he's not going to be like massively above, he should be like on their level or like above, but at some times he's honestly kind of below them, if anything, in terms of stats, like how fast he's moving,
Can
which
you
is
send
also
them?
a
Can you
problem.
send that, please?
Yeah, I can send
Can you
that.
send that, please?
And the second thing I'm just gonna ask is, why do you think that Yuji? You can like address the first point first, and then you can talk about the second point
Mm-hmm.
afterwards. Why do you believe that Yuji Itadori is at the same level of power to where he's still slower than Piercing Blood in the execution mini arc in JJK after the
Mm-hmm.
Shibuya incident arc, where he was at level of speed? When we literally see from
Can you repeat
chapter,
that?
can I repeat that?
Can you repeat that one time, please?
Okay, why do you think that Yuji Itadori is at the same level of power in the execution arc as he is in the Shibuya arc, in which he's slower than Piercing Blood? And when I mean at the same level of power, I don't mean like completely. I just mean in terms of speed, to where he's still below Piercing Blood. Like
Uh
this is
huh.
what I mean. He's still below Piercing Blood in speed, which I don't even agree with. By the way, I don't agree he's below Piercing Blood. I agree he's relative, but I don't agree he's below. I just don't think he's like much faster in speed.
Um.
And
Okay.
second,
Okay.
lastly, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, Choso literally sees this guy immediately, and he's like, okay, after Yuji has fought me in Shibuya, I see him now, and I'm like, he's gotten way stronger. He's added curse energy to his body,
In what
which was like never
terms?
below,
Sorry.
never before. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
he's added finesse to his body and everything. He's really good at fighting now. He's basically now a demon god. He's now completely above his former self.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
First, I
all.
want you to send the scans of the first position that you sent about. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're talking about Gojo. See, that's a thing that's different. Gojo haven't mentioned to stop the curses, but he can't kill. And I don't even send the example you were talking about. He can't kill civilians, so he haven't found another way and some useful power. That's the difference between both mentions. Yuta whole mission was to kill. If your whole intention is to kill and get it done quickly, or just kill him so you just bring him back to what he done, there'd be no reason, no implication why would he hold back. He was probably just to kill him, and that what he did. That was his mission. So like it wouldn't be so like you were trying to argue and make the claim that he can hold back. Why is he holding back? Like his mission is why not to stop him. When you trying to stop somebody or immobilize him, you can hold back because you don't want to kill him. That's usually the intention why you hold back. But why are you holding back when you are trying to kill that person? Instead, you can get it done quickly because he already said he would try to take him out in the first attack, but he didn't expect him to be that fast. What's it called? And we start the whole fight. He's going relative. So yeah, that was also another one. And the third argument you made, he's a demon. He's physically that can be like the way he's fight, how strong he is, how they gotta go back to all his stats being increase like his speed. Like, can you show anything? Because we
We
also
can
see he gets
just
speed
keep
blitz
talking about
by
curse
now.
energy control. This is what I'll show you. If you read the chapter, you would know what I'm talking about. Also, I can talk about the
Because
first thing. I don't
you trying
fully
to wait,
understand the
hold on,
first thing, but you can
huh?
respond to the scan I just sent. Go ahead.
Yes, like you said already, you can't read. He's already impressed with me with his power when we fought. Since then, he added finesse, fluid control, his curse engine, along with unreal physical strength. Um, like I'm gonna ask you this one more time. What does he say that his speed and his overall stats gone crazy? Because if you look at it, he gets speed boost not now. You already I can send the scan. If Christian Blade is Mach 1 and he couldn't react to that in Shibuya, he had to predict where it's gonna hit. And we go on, we see him in the execution arc. Where does it imply that he got a blitz level faster until he got because he got blitz
Wait,
by now who is not even going Mach 1.
excuse me?
So
That
like it does it's
wait,
inconsistent.
excuse me?
Huh?
I don't have to answer that
Yes.
question, because I didn't make the affirmative claim
You.
that Yuji did get faster. I'm applying skepticism to your argument because I'm saying here that Yuji is now a shell of his former self because of how much more powerful he has gone in the short amount of time between Shibuya and this mini arc. So you could reasonably say that he might be faster
Mm-hmm.
now, for all you know. Or you could say that he isn't faster. We don't really
Uh-huh.
know. We don't have a good basis to say he is
Mm-hmm.
or isn't faster. That's the problem. I don't see a good way to
Uh-huh.
apply the line of logic in which we say he's slower than piercing blood when it assumes that he's stayed at the same level of speed where he's below piercing blood or relative to piercing blood. I don't see a reason to agree with that. And I can extrapolate upon this further when we're seeing things like Chosa saying that he has fluid curse energy control, right? Sort of saying that now he has much better curse energy control than he did prior. Well, this is a good reason to believe that the guy actually did get faster because curse energy control is actually a part of your speed because curse energy
Can you send
manipulation is
that?
the medium in which you actually get faster. Okay, because you apply curse
Uh-huh.
energy to the body, and that's a supernatural
Mm-hmm.
thing within the story in which makes people supernaturally fast. It gives them supernatural speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I said, you still not answering my question. I already asked you this the first time. I'll ask you one more time. Just because let's say he did get fast, we need to prove that it's a blitz level faster because we already see he gets speed blitz or
That's a burden
perception blitz.
fluke.
I was
Wait, hold on. Can we talk to the judge? That's a burden fluke.
wait, no, it's not a form of burden flow. What I'm asking you is you trying to give some form of skepticism upon my foundation about what's it called? He got stronger. I'll say that. I'm saying it's too inconsistent in the story as if we can say he got physically stronger or somewhat faster, but we can't come to the conclusion that he's significantly the blitz level the same level as person blood. If he's getting perception blitz by now, who's not even going Mach 1, we already stated that person blood is Mach 1. So it doesn't make sense. He was already getting blitzed by person blood, and he's fighting
Okay,
out who's not
we
even
can
going.
agree that he got perception
Well, I
blitz at
wasn't
one
done. I
point.
still wasn't done. I wasn't done. It's consistent that he's
Alright.
still not on the level of person blood or block Mach 1 yet during the execution in Shibuya based off what happened. So I'm gonna send that scans. And I just think mine was called have less assumption. August. It was called Oxum Razor. Yeah.
Okay, your belief has less assumptions than mine. Compare the beliefs and tell me why one has more or less assumptions than the other. I don't agree with that, but why is one more parsimonious than the other? And even if you just say it's more parsimonious, this literally means nothing because in JJK, getting massively stronger is the norm in between arcs, even during arcs. So I absolutely don't even think that like the additional assumption even matters because I think that the actual narrative precedent of what happens within the story, even if I am going to be committing to an additional assumption, if I actually do take that belief that in between the arcs usually gets a blitz level faster, massively stronger and faster. Well, this is something that is already supported and shown in the series. People get massively stronger
Can
in
you send
between
that?
and during arcs in the series. Yeah, I can give you an example of
And
that.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you put that's the case for everybody or every single case? Please. Can you send that for
It's not
everybody?
necessary for me to prove my argument. By the way, if I show you that,
That was called that's a hasty generalization. Then you trying to say we see this all the time, but I'm asking you, can you put that for
so you
that every
can't say
time?
why that's
But I'm
not a
saying
hasty
you
generalization.
can't say that it can happen. Wait, hold on. You can say that it's happened for other people, but I'm saying
Can
what
you
the said
interrupt me when I
information
call
I
the
saying is
fallacy?
not supportive.
If you're gonna interrupt me to call the fallacy, can I at least interrupt you to explain why it's not a fallacy?
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay, the reason why it's not a fallacy is because when you say that someone is making a hasty generalization, you can literally look this up on Google. A hasty generalization fallacy would be in which you say, because I see four black dogs, that means every single not every single black dog, sorry, but every single dog within this neighborhood is a black dog. Well, this is a hasty generalization because it rules out the possibility of there being other dogs of different colors. Brown dogs,
Mm-hmm.
white dogs, a little bit of what is it called? Grayish dogs. You know what I mean? So that's why it doesn't really
Mm-hmm.
work. There's also like golden retrievers and shit like that. Whereas with this, if I'm just saying, okay, we already have this precedent set, well, evidence obviously leads us towards making inferences, right? We see an evidence of a character getting stronger, so we're like, okay, it's reasonable for this person to get much stronger between an arc, okay? Because you base your belief off of evidence. Evidence leads you towards those beliefs. Okay? So if that's the case, this evidence kind of supports that belief and leads us towards that specific thing in which we
Mm-hmm.
could say it's reasonable, if not just likely, that Yuji would get massively stronger in between arcs. Okay? Now, I don't have to prove that every single character gets massively stronger in between arcs because you base your beliefs off of limited information. You don't need the entire population Because if you did, no one would be able to perform any statistical study ever. That's absurd.
Mhm. So my question, like, it go right back to what I first initially asked you. You making the claim that, oh, we see this in the story that people get stronger. Yes, because we see that all the time. People get stronger, but your whole point is that people get significantly stronger. One, I'm needing you to send evidence for that, and two, I don't believe that's the case in this scenario. Because what been shown, the people he fight, you was called basic. I don't finna say basic induction. What's it called? It's basic connections. That's all it is. Because when you look at the scan site saying on the people he fought and the people he is fighting, and you look at the statements that the author is making about these characters, he doesn't show the feats of being significantly faster or a speed blitz faster than he fought. So in Shibuya, that's what's shown. You can make the claim that this can be the case, but you just lack credence. You don't have no set foundation. You say, oh, this can happen, or we see this in the story where people get significantly stronger, but that's not the case all the time. I don't believe that unless you're making a claim that it's all the time, then you need to prove I would be applicable for this scenario. You're gonna
So
have to
while
not
I'm
all the evidence
looking,
I'm seeing.
excuse me, while I'm looking for a scan, you can finish your point. Sorry to interrupt you, but I do want to send you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to send you the scans we're talking about, but I also just like heavily disagree, or I'm at least at the very least skeptical of the point that Yuji gets perception blitz by Naoya. I don't see a reason to believe in that. I have reasonable cause to doubt that. Okay, you want to hear the cause?
Sent the scan. That
Yeah.
what's it called? Now you was speaking. They both look shocked. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's some form of shock or what's the word? What's the word? Did I send that scan already? When
Yeah.
I don't think I did. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, let me go send the scan real quick of him getting speed blitz or he's pulling up behind them. What's it called? And they have like no recollection of like what the fuck is going on. I'm finna send it right here.
Hold on. Actually, some of my notes. Fuck. Shit.
Why is it not downloading?
Hold on. I can send you whatever
Holy
scan you'd like. Don't even worry. Hold on.
oh wait, I can just copy it. Silly
Wait,
goose.
sorry, can you repeat? Sorry. Now or I guess you're putting into question whether Naya blitzed him.
Yeah, perception blitz. But even a
Perception
regular
blitz.
blitz would still be important. I'm just gonna sort of disprove both, I guess, because I don't agree it's a blitz. I don't. No.
I'm gonna just screenshot this shit. What the hell? Ooh.
I can
Oh yeah,
resend
let
you
me
whatever
take
scan
another.
you're talking about. But do you just want to talk
I
about the
got it.
Shibuya stuff now?
I got it. This is right. As you can see, I think I have time for him to die. As you can see, he's come down. He pull up. Both of them are in shock. Like, what's going on? And you can tell by the facial expressions, like, who the fuck just popped in? What's it called? Like, they didn't aware what the fuck what he just did. I'm finna send the other scans real quick. Of them can't react to or keep up. Let me see that. Oh yeah, let me go to Google real quick. Let me go to my Reddit.
Okay, I have all the scans you're talking about. Can I just talk to you about the scans? I don't need the scans. You can literally look at the
No,
scans and then
no,
disprove them.
it just give more credence to my. It just give more credence to my
Okay, how
argument.
about I just
If
send
I
them
present
for
this,
you then? Because
I already sent them. I'm already sending them myself. Yeah, so I don't like you said. I feel like we're gonna get circular. You saying that it's showing the story that people get significantly stronger. Yeah, amount of evidence, as far as evidence that we sent, I don't believe you have any credence to say this. That's also applicable for this scenario. It can be applicable for any other scenario. I just don't believe it's significant enough to say for this scenario. As we already see, they can't touch, they can't tag someone who's going less than Mach 1. If you are trying to argue he getting significantly faster than Red Shibuya, but he can't react or they can't fight or react to somebody who's going less than Mach 1. It just lacked credence to say he got significantly faster doing what's it called than Person Blood
this doesn't really
or
make
able
much of
to
an
react to.
argument though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done. You go.
Yeah, this doesn't really work as an argument though, because the way that Naoya's curse technique specifically works is it divides the movement and the perception of the movement in which Naoya is enacting upon into 24 frames per second. Okay, a frame is one specific picture, and then you're putting it side by side like it's a movie reel, so that you can actually see movement. But in real life, there are no reels; people are just moving. So he's literally cutting down the ability to this. Not to distort, sorry, but to perceive his movements. His movements, sorry, now appear to be distorted. Okay, because imagine if someone was just lagging and they're teleporting in a game, okay? This is why when you have low frames in a game, you have low FPS, and that's why you start lagging and you start teleporting on the other person's screen because beforehand you're loading the pictures one by one on the video game, right? When it slows down enough from it going from 60 frames per second to 24 frames per second, you literally look like you're teleporting on the other person's screen, but you're not. You can be relative to the other person. Now you can be relative here, but he's not actually a speed bliss level above. It's just that he's distorting everyone else's perception so they can't actually understand how he's moving the way that he is.
But wait, hold on. You if you trying to make that claim, let's say you move at 24, right? Or in this set scenario, but the other person is able to move at 60 frames per second, would they not be able to be what's it called hit them before the next
Wait,
frame
excuse me. They
happens?
don't.
Could they
The
what's it called significantly
wait. I'm
faster?
so sorry. Excuse me. They don't move at 60. No. If anything, they move at infinite. Literally infinite frames per
No.
second. Because there are no
What do you
pictures.
mean
It's just a
infinite frames per
completely.
second?
It's literally just a completely moving perception of the other person. There are no pictures of the person.
There's no pictures like each frame.
Yeah, there's no pictures at all. When this guy Naoya is moving, right, versus when Yuji is moving, Naoya moves in a way where we see him move like picture by picture, like freeze frame by freeze frame of this guy moving. Whereas in the case of Yuji, we just see him moving continuously. There's no stopping.
Okay, like I said before, I'm gonna say this one more time. Let's say the frame he is right there, right? When he's right person before he used to use curse technique. I'm telling you, if you're trying to make the claim that what's it called, they're relative, right? That means right before he even moves, they had at least be somewhat relative or like be almost able to hit him. But what I'm telling you right now, if he's moving, if you're making a claim that he can move at 60, right, or it could be moving at 60 frames, or like someone at that speed, right? Or let's say Mach 1, we already know the speed or when he be using at his full capabilities, he's moving at Mach 1. So we have some form of understanding that when he's using his frame at his max capabilities, he's moving a distance over Mach 1. So if you're saying that Itadori is supposed to be 60, but the person he's fighting is not even at 60, I'm pretty sure before he even able to use his curse technique or the frames, he'd be able to hit him just because he's significantly weaker. If he's significantly what's called, if the person he's fighting is significantly slower than Mach 1, he should be able to make contact with him before the curse ability go off. That's all.
Well, the problem with that argument, Ryan, is Naoya's max speed is not exactly Mach 1, it exceeds Mach 1.
Huh?
Naoya's Naoya's top speed is not Mach 1, it exceeds Mach 1. That's the problem with your
Okay,
argument.
okay, so he has some form of speed for each, like, so if you're, so my question is, if they both on Mach 1, but his ability is like some distortion, I understand your argument. But you're making it, but from what is shown, if
No,
Itadori is this,
I'm
so
not even saying they're both Mach
is
1. I'm
Ether,
making
wait, hold on. If now you're not going his top speed, but you're making the claim that he's not speed blitzing them. But we as we see, when you try to make the claim that Itadori is Mach 1 because he's somewhat equal to piercing blood, then you have no problem tagging Naoya then. If Naoya is not even going nowhere near Mach 1, that's your problem. Like that's the disconnection that we have. You can't make the claim that he's going Mach 1. And as we see,
He could
like
be
was
moving
Itadori's
above
Mach
Mach
1, as
1.
we see, he can't
His
he
his
can't
max speed is
tag.
not Mach 1. That's what I'm saying. His max speed is not Mach 1, it's above Mach 1. So he could be moving above
Okay,
Mach
that's
1
even
easily.
worse for your argument
Like
then.
with the other, how's that worse?
If it'll just give more credence to my argument.
How does it give more
Listen,
credence to your argument?
well, okay, listen. If the whole point or the whole argument is that you say he's succeed or he's faster than Mach 1, right? Wait. Also, I'm pretty sure it was said that he was Mach 1 at his top speed.
No, exceeding Mach 1. 1. It exceeds the sound speed of sound. The speed of sound is Mach 1. It's stated to exceed the speed of sound.
Um, hold on, let me send this real quick so you can understand. Oh, it says right here, pistol blood. There's a conversion technique, conversion, compression is limits. What's it called? It converts blood in the shot, do a single shot to blow reinforcement. It's to reach the speed of sound. Oh, my bad. I sent it to the wrong thing. My bad. So like I said before, this doesn't defeat my argument. I feel like we're gonna get circular. If the point is that he's not using his top speed or anything close to Mach 1 or something that is exceeding Mach 1, or he's pushing past that, how can you make what's it called? If he see that, but you making the claim that Itadori move at Mach
You're
1
not
or
really
able to
following
fight
what I'm
at
saying.
Mach 1,
Excuse me, you're
listen.
not really picking up what I'm putting down here.
Westbound, can you like explain to him like what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're
Because like,
saying.
I'm
I'm
making a
saying you're
whole.
not picking up what I'm putting down. Can we just solve the disconnect real quick?
Where did
I
the red
can.
go?
I mean, I'm recording on my end. I can just send you my recording if you want. I don't know why
Okay.
they got rid of the recording. That's weird. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I'll just explain it to Westbound real quick. So basically, what I'm saying, Westbound, is when Naoya is
Mm-hmm.
moving at top speed of his ability, like this guy is saying, he's trying to say, okay, when he moves at his top speed, it's Mach 1, and Piercing Blood is Mach 1, okay? But in Shibuya, Yuji is struggling to avoid Piercing Blood. Like, he's barely avoiding it, and at best you could say they're, like, comparable in speed, but he's not faster than Piercing Blood. And if Naoya's top speed is Mach 1, well, if he's not at his top speed because he has unstacked the speed here, then he should be slower than Mach 1. So even if I were to say that Yuji got massively stronger in between the arcs, well, possibly it would just be proven wrong in the case of speed because he's still below Mach 1 in speed. He's not like above it completely or he's equal to it. And what I'm saying is his scan doesn't actually say that he's Mach 1. It says that he exceeds Mach 1 at top speed. That's what I'm saying.
You sent that skin already?
Yeah, I can send you that. And the relevance of that Westbound is like they could both be moving above Mach 1 here. Okay, they could be moving at like Mach 1.7. Not to the point where they're at
You,
Mach
you
2.
wouldn't even
We don't
uh,
know
that's
like
begging
how
the
much above
question.
Mach 1 they're going. We just know it exceeds it.
That
It
wait,
could be
yeah,
below
well,
Mach
you need to
1
prove that.
and Naoya's top speed can also just be below Mach 2, right? Because we both agree it's below Mach 2, right? We agree it's below Mach 2, Ryan, even if it says it's above. Because when Gege mentioned speed, they always say
Wait, hold on.
Mach
Before you
2
keep
or
on
Mach
going,
1 exceeds Mach 1 or Mach 2, but they don't just say,
can you
okay,
send
it
the
exceeds Mach
scan?
1, but it's on Mach 2. He doesn't say that. Yeah, I can send
Can
it
you
to you.
send the scan to also and three? Yeah. Yeah. Can you send the scan where it says she's a seed? Also, even if that's the case, what's it called? As you already know, that we can tell. I can see what's it called that Nari wasn't trying. So, were you trying to say like what was it called that he's fighting at Mach 1, and like they find out Mach 1, you need to prove like either of that because the whole point is that at his peak of performance, he's going somewhere above Mach 1. But if you're trying to argue that Itadori is significantly like a blitz level faster than that Mach 1 because he couldn't react to Principal the first time, that means he'd be relative to Nario. But as you can see, he can't even touch. He can't even like the swing off or somewhat. And we actually seen the fight. Nario is not taking them serious. So like
What? Ruby
so
wasn't
it's
taking them
just yo.
seriously. He literally wanted to kill them or at least break both of their legs. If anything, that implies he would be serious.
That came both of that's literally a contest. You didn't see trying to break legs, trying to kill him. Which one is it?
He wanted to
Is
break
he
them.
trying to
Well,
cause harm? Is
initially,
he?
okay, I'll answer for you. Okay, I'm not trying to confuse you. At first, he was like, "I'm gonna kill you guys," but then he's like, actually, I want you guys to leave a message for Megumi, so I'm gonna leave you alive, but just break both of your legs so you can't really go too far."
So he's not taking on the third then.
What? No, that's
Okay, he
nonsense.
went.
What?
That
You can try to break a couple of people's legs, and there's no contradiction. It's not possible to
well,
say that these guys could be taking each other seriously while this guy just wants to break the other two's legs. Like, no.
wait, hold on.
Can't do that.
Okay, wait. First of all, that's not the claim I'm trying to make. if he's not taking them seriously, if he's talking to them as a form of saying he just want as if he want to kill him out first because he's seen them right, but then he's like, I'm just gonna let y'all bring back a message and just try to break one of your arms. That and as we see, I can see the scans on his facial expressions and everything. He's not taking them as serious. What's it? Oh, he wasn't. He wasn't taking them serious in much of that battle. So I'm gonna send that. Oh shit! I can't even send the anime clip if you want. If you like if you don't think anime, when he was just moving his hair back, and he just smacking the shit out of Shoso, like he's not taking them serious like that battle. And I believe when you're not taking them serious, you want to try all out on your full capabilities or somewhat at that capabilities. So and also that's your argument is kind of presupposing like they're moving at Mach 1 or kind of presupposing so like you still need to prove like Itadori got this significantly faster.
No,
Because just go right back to the other points that we made.
nope, sorry. I don't have to prove that he got massively faster. I was applying skepticism to your argument. So all I have to do is give you reasonable basis or at least some basis or at least question
That's why I'm
why
asking
your
you.
argument is true. I gave you some basis and then I also showed you a way in which
But it's
my
lack
interpretation.
credence.
Hold on. I can give you a way in which my interpretation does not lack credence. It can be reasonable, just as good as yours, if not better. Because remember I said
But you
earlier.
only but you're
Wait, sorry.
okay, sorry.
Just wait. You said earlier that your interpretation is more parsimonious. If you're gonna say it's more
Mm-hmm.
parsimonious because it doesn't assume that Yuji gets like way stronger at all, sure, that's fine. But the problem is we're not gonna value that above literal instances in the story in which Yuji is literally stated to get massively stronger as of the
He's
instance in
saying
which
that.
I sent that earlier, where Gojo is literally
Wait,
looking at
when
Yuji after Yuji is fighting Hanami. Yuji hit multiple black flashes, and then Gojo's like, oh, he's way stronger. He pairs well with Toto, because Toto made him stronger, because Toto helped him hit the black flashes.
oh, let me see the scans you sent. You sent me Yuji gotten stronger. I see that making him work. That can still go back to his physical strength and overall stats. So I'm gonna ask you that again. You need to prove that it's also like you can say he getting stronger.
I can
I need
explain
to prove
that.
how much. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna just say this. And I feel like we can just go to conclusions. The first claim that you made, you said he gotten stronger and overall. I put that into question because based on what's happening, basically what's called basically on what happened, he can't keep up. Or you have no proof that he's this is when they say get stronger is revolving speed. That he was it called because was gonna go back to the Naomi point. And you sent this game or you trying to argue in the past that doesn't improve or give credence to your position because strong can just be referring to his physical strength. Like
What?
Choso said, so you saying he getting stronger? I just believe that's majority happened to his physical strength as we
Right.
Hey, my fault. I'll mute myself.
Alright, thank you.
yes. So when they say stronger, they're referring to physical, majority of physical, like you saying a flash, or you do need to prove that when it says strong, it's overall stats instead of just mainly physically strength. So yeah, and you need to and it doesn't prove that he got significantly stronger. Like I need some form of quantum cry or some form of implications between Shibuya and the execution art that he gotten stronger. Unless you can send that, then I don't really care about anything you say. You need to give me some indicators on like on your skepticism on why do you believe he got this significantly faster or this blitz level faster than when he was called when he had fought Soso and Shibuya. That's all. If you can't show that, then I feel like we just go to conclusions because my whole argument, I send examples and credence.
Do you agree that
Who
his
is Magi?
okay? Do you agree that his cursed energy gets stronger, or his understanding of how to apply cursed energy becomes better?
How to apply it
Yes.
to what? To his like Black
His
Flash and everything.
his
Sure,
body, yeah, his body and his attacks.
his body and his attacks. I want to know about his body. Maybe like
Well, when you're
reinforcement, like
applying
make his body stronger, or like what are you talking about? Or we talking about how tough he is?
What is Yuji
Physical
using
strength.
cursed energy on if not his body? He doesn't have a curse technique he's using yet. He doesn't have
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about like Black Flash.
he's applying okay. Why do you think he's only able to, why do you think like it's even a reasonable interpretation to say that the guy could only apply the curse energy to the Black Flash and not the punches that he literally like froze at with his like arms and shit? Like doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? If you're literally applying curse
That's not
energy,
that's not what I meant. That's not.
did you mean? Sorry.
That's not what I meant. I meant action in the form of sense as physical strength. Yeah, sure, physical strength. But my question is, how do I do with like keep like perception? Like, can you prove like adding on
Perception
it'll
speed.
give you increasing
Well, this is
perception?
about physical speed. This isn't about perception speed. Like this point with Nalia.
It can be both. It still can be both.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I
it
said,
can be both. I mean, yeah, if it's both, then yeah, I'll just prove it real quick. Yeah, so if you're gonna make the claim that when you get an increase in your ability to use curse energy in a specific part, if you're gonna say that you can increase your ability to move faster, but that can be excluded from your ability to hit harder or be more durable, I think that's assuming an
okay,
additional.
okay. Mhm.
Hold on. I think that's going to assume additional mechanisms rather than just one mechanism. So I think that's going to be worse on parsimony. If you just take the interpretation that when he's using curse energy to enhance his body, it's an overall thing. It enhances every single part versus there's multiple different things that happen. There's multiple mechanisms. One responsible for the power of his strikes, one responsible for his speed, one responsible for his durability. I think that's going to be worse on parsimony because you're assuming more things, and when you have more commitments, your belief is more capable of being wrong. Okay? Because every single thing has to go right in your belief for it to be true. If even one goes wrong, then your belief doesn't work.
Subsonic refers to any velocity below the speed of sound, typically considered uh, sea level. Yeah. Anyways,
So via that, basically, what I'm just saying is, if he's like getting stronger in like any aspect of curse energy, he's probably getting stronger overall.
yeah, I feel like we're not going nowhere with this. I already said, or already made it clear. Uh,
Wait,
we already,
excuse me. Can you
nobody's
slow down
denying he's
quick? I
getting,
want to see if this judge is
nobody's
left.
denying,
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can you
nobody's
talk to the
never.
judge? I want to see if the judge can still stay. I don't know how much time the judge has left.
Uh, not that long.
Do you have an estimate or no?
I mean, no, I'm low key like, like get. I don't want to say it's too big. Like a little bit drowsy, bro. My bad.
Oh, we can go to
Alright.
conclusion in like 3 minutes. Hold on. So yes. Oh, so it's so. I mean, when you say getting faster to subsonic too, that means he was going. He just getting. He pushing past Mach 1. So yes, because subsonic is below. So if he surpasses subsonic, that's below Mach 1. It's we can say he either at Mach 1 or what's it called above it. Because also, like I said before, I feel like we're not going to we like kind of circling around because the whole point of the whole argument is you making the claim that he's getting stronger in physics stats and speed on strength. What I'm telling you is you how what implication that tells that he got a blitz level faster and just instead of he just got stronger. Like that's the whole part of this whole question, this whole thing we're arguing about. And the whole point is, and what's called, I already gave the argument, I already sent the scans that oh shit, sorry, I had bad brain fart. That when they fight Naoya, if Naoya's are not going all out, that means he's at least somewhat below because at his top speed pushing Mach 1. Because Sonic is below Mach 1. I sent it. So he's at least pushing Mach 1 in his peak or where he's fighting when he's going all out.
He's exceeding
And I'm
Mach
finna
1.
send the scans.
I send you the panel. He exceeds Mach 1. Because he exceeds
It says
Mach 1.
he's still passing subsonic. It says that who already has to pass subsonic speed. Subsonic speed already sent that. It's a speed that's below Mach 1. So if he's surpassing subsonic speed, therefore he is pushing at least Mach 1 or a little bit above. Because subsonic is below. But like I said before, um, like I said before, damn. So unless you
Can
can
you
like,
try to be more brief? Can we
we
move
like we need
a
to
little
go to
faster?
conclusions.
Can we move a little faster? Because
Um,
judge is trying to go to bed.
So yeah, so like
Thank you.
if you say a little faster, that still disproves your whole point. At his total speed, he's going a little bit faster than Mach 1. So if we are trying to make the
A little
claim, if
faster?
you're trying to
No.
make the
I
claim,
don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. I think on his top
you
speed.
you just said
Hmm? When did I say he
you
moved a
just
little
said.
faster? I said he moves faster than Mach 1 at his top speed. He could be moving at 1.95 Mach 1.
But wait, no, that
Not
is one.
1.9.
Wait,
1.95.
1.95. You need to prove that he going significant. All it says he surpassing subsonic and Ludus. I said the thing. Subsonic refer to any velocity below the speed of sound, typically considered yada yada yada. What's it called? Or person or Mach 1 at sea level. So, like I said before, what's it called? Velocity less than Mach 1. So if he's moving at least Mach 1 or a little bit or above it, not significantly, because people like this moving Mach 3 and Mach 1, or moving Mach 2. But they just say he's surpassing subsonic, therefore he at least pushing Mach 1 or a little bit. You still need a. He's already not trying against them, or SPC, they can't even get an attack off, or they're surprised how fast he is moving. Because he's not trying during this battle, and let's say he's more at 30 frames per second. If they are moving 60 or twice the speed, if they are moving at Mach 1 and he's not moving at Mach 1 or higher, they should be able to tag him. That's basically obvious. But as you showed, he's not taking them serious during that fight. I don't believe there's any credence or foundation that can say he's actually trying to get some. I'm finna send the scan. I also can send the clip on the anime as well,
I could also
where
just
he's
say that
not taking
there's
them
no.
serious.
I could also just say that there's nothing that actually gives credence to the idea that he isn't trying against them. That's not an argument. You saying that you don't see a reason why they're
But
trying
you have
against
no
him is not
surprise
true.
foundational
You don't
evidence to
see
support
evidence.
that claim.
You don't. Well, you wouldn't
You
even say
have no
any
surprise
evidence as to
evidence.
why he isn't trying. All
I
you've
do.
said.
I'm finna send
All
the
you've said.
clip.
All you've said. Hold on. All you've said is that he's
He's
holding back
waving
the
his hair
person.
back with his eyes closed, smacking the shit out of him. I think that gives some form of credence, as if when you're taking someone serious, you're looking at him face to face. You are trying. You're looking
Yeah,
at
but
him. He's not
the
looking at them, and
problem.
he's smacking the.
Can I give a counter interpretation real quick? The problem with that is he's also literally complimenting Chosa at the same time, being like, "Who are you? I've never met someone as durable as you. Are you just some random guy? Why are you so durable?"
That still doesn't defeat my argument. You can meet somebody. You
It
can.
doesn't.
That's like a
You're
boxer.
right. It doesn't
Wait,
like
hold on.
prove
That's
your
wait.
argument. It's
Hold
gonna
on.
prove
Hold
mine
on.
wrong. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. That doesn't really make sense.
In a
That's
fighting
like but
stance.
let's say an MMA fighter go inside like a bar. And like he was called, he get in a fight with somebody, and the person, like the random person he's fighting, is someone got like little.
Did you cut out or was that
But
me?
that doesn't mean he going all out.
No, it's
Like
me.
all of this saying he's giving compliment, or he sees somebody that's not weak as shit, and he's
That's an
actually putting up a
argument.
little bit of a fight.
Right. The
So
only thing
your
is
analogy
that's
doesn't support your argument at all. So we let me send shit,
Actually,
wrong
no, it
thing.
does. Maybe it doesn't automatically prove my argument is a necessity. Like, it's 100% true that he was trying against Shoso, but it's something in favor of it, right? If someone's
He
so
wasn't even
durable,
looking at
if
Shosun when he
someone
was
is
fighting.
if someone is so durable and you're fighting them and you're literally forced to use a paring knife, by the way, I can show you a page from the manga. Naoya hates using curse tools because his brothers wave them around like they're trophies or something. He thinks they're a very shameful thing to use as a sorcerer because people who use them in his mind are just people who are using them to make up for a lack of weakness.
So he's
Okay?
trying to
Because
stab
curse is
him
weak, you're
instead of
using a
using his
weapon.
top speed.
So
That
yeah,
doesn't attack the
exactly.
argument that he's not using his top
He
speed.
even goes as far
You
to
just be trying
use
to stab him
he
and make
even
him bleed
uses
across the
he even
arm.
goes as far to use this knife and stab Chosa with it, and even tells him, "Yeah, don't tell people about this because I really don't like using knives and shit like that. I only like using my bare hands." Is what he says. Secondarily, if he wants to break their legs and just beat them up really quickly, and he's hitting them really hard, and he's not getting that done, well, when you expect the guy to just try harder if the goal is to break the legs, isn't that counterintuitive?
Or
I'm
try it
fine. I'm fine if
harder,
someone. I'm
or
fine.
have
I'm fine
fun
if
while
someone.
doing
Hold on.
that.
Hold on. I'm fine if someone being disrespectful in the middle of a fight. There's no issue with
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm just not fine if you saying because he's being disrespectful, we can automatically make like a reasonable claim that this guy is holding back. I think there's a bunch of things in favor of the contrast, and I think there's more things in favor of it. So if we count numbers, you've got one thing, I've got multiple, and obviously if you have more
Can
things
you
in
send
favor
any
of
of those?
something, then that's going to be a better reason to take one thing over the other.
Can you send a knife thing? Also,
Yeah.
like I said before, when you talk about these likelihood of he plot this knife, hey, don't tell nobody. That was going because he's very durable, right? And we already know he's already trying to break his leg or cause harm to them. Like he want to cause harm because first he said he want to kill him, now he said he want to break his arm, and he's plotting a knife. He can toy with somebody and just pull out shit and do random shit like that. That doesn't defeat my argument. Like I said, I'm finna send the clip on the anime as well of like him just brushing his hair
Well,
back
that's
and smacking
possible.
the shit. Wait, hold on, wait,
That's
hold
not
on.
my
And he's
argument.
hold on. When you're saying that you trying to give these implications that he's not trying against them. And what is oh he's durable. Oh shit, he's durable. Let me try my knife and shit. You know, let's see how durable he is. You look like he's testing them and fucking with them because we see on his face expressions. We can also see the things he's doing. When you take somebody serious, are you gonna brush your hair back and not look at them and smack the shit out of them? No, you wouldn't. You'll be focusing on them if they somewhat relative to you or you take them serious. You want to be brushing your fucking hair back like this shit is easy. Like like this is just easy like that. You want to be doing that. That's just unlikely. So I'm gonna send this
Send the
piece
GIF.
of
Just
clip.
look up Naoya in the GIF bar and then send it. Hold on. Naoya. Hold on. Send that for you real quick. Naoya. Check the GIF bar. I know what you're talking about. Look here real quick. Hold on. Who keeps kicking the fucking rec bot, bro? You guys are so fucking weird. We're having a debate.
Look like are
Do
you
you want to
think
say ban?
from
Whoever the
this?
fuck is doing that, my nigga? Hold on.
It can be banned. That boy serious. Yeah, yeah. As you can see, right? Like he's brushing his hair back, eyes closed, smacking the limit shit out of him, and like Sosa's not doing shit. As we can clearly see, like he's just getting smacked the fuck around. I don't think this is. I don't see what sign this give that he's taking them serious if he's not even looking at them and he's just fucking around with his fucking hair. Like there's no implications. You have no credence that he's taking them serious at or not. And this is where I go back to my main point. If he's not taking them serious, that means he's not using his peak speed or anything close to his max speed. Therefore, if his max speed is pushing Mach 1 or passing Mach 1, what's it called? And he's not, they still be able to at least touch him, attack him, or get close to attacking him. But as we can see, they're getting body fucking slam, like in hand to hand combat. So, um, yeah, so I just think I just have more credence on Auction Ranger because everything I'm saying, I seen the evidence for you making all these hypothetical what can be the case with no like with no like scans or any or no like evidence or no credence. So yeah, I'm just
You
call
said
Auction
this is
Razor.
circular
Yeah.
reasoning, by the way, because I've already implicitly put into question if the guy is holding back by arguing against that, right? And I've given you my counter argument, and I'm going to keep talking about my counter argument. For you to say that your
Hmm.
belief is more parsimonious and it's better on Occam's razor, well, the problem with that is that circular reasoning because you're saying I have stuff on the scan that's showing what I'm talking about, but you don't have anything that's showing what you're talking about. Well,
I
the
did.
problem is the problem is if I'm already putting into question if the actual evidence supports what you're talking about, if it actually does show what you're saying, then for you to say it does show what you're saying, well, that's circular reasoning. That's a begging the question fallacy. Secondarily, what I'm gonna say here though is I'm fine with the guy being a troll and being an asshole. Because I'll admit it is easy for him to outspeed Choso. Not even outspeed, but just to outperform Choso here. I don't even agree he's outspeeding
And
him
Itadori, he
necessarily. I'm
did
not even saying
Itadori
that.
and
But
Choso.
the problem is, if he wants to beat them up, he wants to break their legs and everything, and he's having trouble with that. Well, it's expected that the guy would try, okay? That's consistent with the facts. We would expect people
Wrong.
to try more unless we have reason otherwise, right? To believe that these guys are actually going to try more to actually get their goals done because otherwise it's counterintuitive. Vegito in Dragon Ball, for example, is disrespectful as fuck when he's fighting his opponents, but that doesn't mean he's holding back.
But that's an egotistical thing.
So
That's the difference between this and
Naoya
them.
is
He
egotistical.
underestimated.
Naoya is
Wait,
egotistical.
hold on. This he's underestimating. What's it called? Yeah, the whole point is that
Wait,
he's
okay. Also,
underestimating them
wait,
at first when he
just
first
just
seen
finish
them.
responding to your argument. I just want to say one last thing. So you said it's
Okay.
possible. It's like inclusive of the interpretation that okay, the guy's just holding back, and he's just like fucking around and shit, and he just wants to break their legs, and he thinks he can still break their legs even while holding back. Well, we see on panel he hasn't broken their legs yet. Okay, and he's saying, why are you so durable? He's actually struggling to damage the guy, is what he's saying. That's why he uses that knife, which is what the guy doesn't actually want to do. And I'll send you the panels for that. So if anything, that kind of implies that he has a lack of ability there, rather than some sufficient ability.
Okay, so yeah, after this, after we can go to conclusions. So basically, you're what you saying? Oh, you're turning than I thought to be. I didn't expect that from much. Like he thought there was just some dookie ass, trash ass, pussy ass niggas, right? Like he didn't thought like they can take a punch from this nigga. Like he didn't thought that, right? And he like, they a little better than I love thought. Let me do a little 1-2, a little 1-2. And he just shot up my speed. So he's not like so he's gonna up his speed, right? And when he up his speed, He's still smacking the shit out of them. Like it just don't even make sense. Like every time, like the scan we sent, right,
He
or
didn't do
the
much damage like at all during the fight until
wait,
Yuta
hold
went
on.
off.
Like I said, hold on. You saying he's not doing much damage? Like I said, he's not taking them serious. He's having his time. Like he's literally fucking around with them. Cause like the skin, like what's it called, the thing he's saying, he's just smacking the shit. Like it don't look like he's taking them serious to instantly just do that said thing. He look like he's having fun with them. He's toying with them. This look like those what he's doing this whole time he was fighting them. And like he like, oh shit, like I can't just one shot them niggas. Like I got to put in a little more speed. And when he put in a little more speed, he's still smacking the shit out of them. Like he's still smacking the shit out of them. So he's not even using his max speed or anything close to that
I
or
agree
his
he
full
wasn't using
speed.
his
So he's
max
not taking them
speed
serious.
earlier. I agree he wasn't using his max speed earlier, but later on when he's literally talking about like why are you so durable, he's questioning this thing. I think again, like I've said before, I think this speaks of a lack of ability on Naoya's part. I don't think that
No,
Naoya
he
has
said
the
I didn't
ability
expect
to
that
carry
much.
Choso like that. So, well, what does he say? Sorry.
He said he didn't expect that. I think he underestimated him. He didn't
He
knew
didn't
he
say
was
bar
at
for
something because he
bar.
was a
What do you mean
vessel.
he doesn't expect it? He didn't expect it at the beginning.
It
So
said bar for
when
bar
he's
from the
bar
person
for
himself.
bar,
You go to conclusions. It was said the bar for
did
bar
it?
by the person himself.
No, I didn't do
Wait,
that.
wait, wait. No, you don't need to. Like, you don't need to. Like, everything you're saying is getting contradicted by the story. So we can just go to like conclusions.
No, it's not contradicted at all. What are you talking about? There's no
Yes, it is.
contradiction.
It
There's no
literally stated by the
contradiction.
person who's fighting them himself. Literally disagree with your claim.
He
So,
says he isn't
yeah.
going all out in speed. I don't agree that he's saying later on when he's fighting Choso one on one that he's still holding back his speed. Firstly, secondarily, I don't agree
He's still
that
smacking the shit out of
his
him.
top speed is optimal there because there's not a lot of space around him.
Repeat that last part.
I don't agree that using his max speed is optimal because of how much space there is around him. It's not an open
So he
field.
can't. So
There's
he's
a
not
lot of
using
space around
his
him.
top speed this whole time.
I didn't
And
say he can't.
also,
I didn't say he can't use his top speed. I'm just saying I don't even know
no,
if
he
it's
wasn't.
optimal. I'm being skeptical of that. Now, what do you mean? No, he was. So he wasn't. That's a non sequitur. What are you talking about?
That's not
He's
what
saying
I
I'm being
said.
skeptical on whether or not a guy can go all out.
That's
He's telling
not
me
what
that
I
the guy
said.
can't
That's
go
not
all
what
out.
I
That's
said.
what he
Calm
said.
down. That's not what I said. So no, were you saying that oh he don't have the strength? No, he literally underestimated. He literally said himself like, oh, to be honest, I didn't expect much. Like you're durable. Like I thought I can just one tap your pussy ass. Like you're a vessel. Like that
He
just
didn't. He said he
one
didn't
tap.
expect that at the beginning, but then later on, like literally in the panels you're talking about, he says, "Oh, I didn't expect that much from you guys. How about I up my speed?" He's literally saying, "How about I
That's the
try
same
more?"
skin.
He's literally saying, "How about I try more since you guys are more than what I expected?" What are you talking about?
So
You're
he
only saying
underestimated
confirming what
them.
you're saying. Yes,
So
he
he thought he couldn't
underestimated
one
them, and then
shot
he's
them
saying,
or just
no, no, no,
yes.
no, no. So what he's saying is I underestimated you guys. How about I try more? If the guy's literally saying in character, it's within my intentions to try more. If you guys are more than what I expected, and I can't just immediately take you down, then why are we not gonna assume that the guy afterwards, when he's still struggling, is not gonna be trying as hard as he can?
Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Let's he said, oh, if the first time he met them and he's already speed blitzing, but they're hard to just fucking break their arm, he gonna
Well,
up their
that's
speed.
contingent upon the first point. We already
Wait,
argued
hold
about
on,
that.
wait,
That's
no, no,
upon the
wait,
first
no,
point.
no. It's the same scenario as we can see on the arm placement that he did when he was fighting against them. We can see this right here, and we see this right here in the same arm movement. Um, like I said before, if he's fighting them and he's smacking the shit out of them, he's like, oh, bro, like y'all niggas kind of tough, bro. Like I can't just come in and just one tap y'all pussy ass niggas. So what he gonna do? He gonna up her speed and keep trying to smack him, bro. That's all he's doing. And we can see when he up his speed, he's still smacking. He's still trolling them. We sent the scan. The clip when
When
he
he
just
was
smacking the shit out of
wait,
him.
stop.
Wait,
Wait, no, I
he
don't
smack.
agree.
Wait, hold on.
No,
When
that's
he
not
smacking
true.
the
I don't.
shit out
Hold
of him.
on. Stop. 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 That pic you sent right there is literally before he says I'm gonna up my speed in the anime. Okay, that's literally before. You can try to prove. You can literally try to prove that it's after, but since you made the
Wait,
initial
what?
claim, but that's not true. When he's smacking the fuck out of him in the GIF, that is literally before he says, "Let me try upping my speed." He's saying, "Let me try to up my speed
Even
because you
worse
guys are
than.
tougher than what I thought you would be."
Okay, there's one that's even worse than what's it called? It was that still give credence to my argument. If he's
No, no,
hold on.
because I'm
Oh wait,
saying
I said it wrong. Wait, hold
you're
on.
missing the point, Ryan. I'm saying he distorts the perception of his speed to others because he slows down the perception of his speed to others with the frame by
Oh,
frame
this is
movement of the game.
general. Oh shit, my bad, bruh.
Wait,
I keep
Ryan,
getting that
Ryan,
shit
you're not
confused.
listening. Wait, Westbound, did you hear what I said? I know, like, we stayed for a little longer than you wanted, but I'm almost done. I'm about to finish this whole debate. Hold on. Westman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I'm gonna say this again. I just want to make sure the judge is listening. Okay. When he's smacking the shit out of this guy over and over again, he's doing no fucking damage, like I said. And what I'm trying to say
No
is
damage.
the only reason why he's smacking the shit out of him over and over again is literally just because the guy slows down the perception of his speed to other people, like he's lagging in a video game. He uses 24 frames per second, but in real life, you don't have picture by picture movement. You have continuous movement. There are no pictures. If anything, you literally have infinite frames because there's an infinite amount of time when you cut down the numbers.
It's no infinite amount of fucking time. Where you get
Wait,
this
wait,
shit
you didn't let me
from?
finish. You didn't let me finish. You just immediately cut me off. Like I was gonna say something stupid. The amount of time in between 1 and 2 seconds, you can cut that down lower and lower and lower until it's infinitesimally close to zero. Okay? So
Wait, you need to prove that now we can even do that. What the fuck? That's the only thing
no,
that
no,
go for
no, no. I'm not
Gojo.
making a claim about Naoya. I'm talking about real life. Okay?
Wait, what? We're
You can get
alive? That's a
in real
hypothetical
life.
theory.
In real
You
life.
can't. That's
Stop.
not possible now. You can't. That's Achilles in the
Wait,
Torah.
you
You
didn't let me
can't really
finish.
do
You didn't
that.
let me
You
finish.
that would
Why
need to
stop?
prove that the space.
Stop. Stop. Let me finish my point. Okay.
Oh my god, we finna
You're
derail like a
seriously
bitch.
telling me you disagree that in between 1 and 2 seconds, the amount of time that passes, even at one specific part, doesn't get as close to zero as possible. Like
The
the difference
distance.
between the difference between 1 second and 1.1 seconds. You don't think at one point they're as close to zero as possible? You don't agree with that?
Repeat that. I don't believe antithetismal exists in our reality. So like, yeah. Well, anyways,
Okay, prove it.
What?
What? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Prove that shit right now.
what the hell?
Prove infinitesimals don't exist.
The Achilles in the Taurus.
It's in
Well,
the
you need.
Taurus.
I said Achilles in the Taurus. That's what I said.
Oh, Achilles in the Taurus.
You
Yeah.
said that between one and wait, hold on. Let me be sure I'm both talking about. Are you talking about the Achilles and the Taurus? Or are you talking about something completely different?
Achilles and the tortoise. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same. It's sort of similar, but I'm basically saying that there are infinitesimals in real life, and
Give me the
at a
definition
certain
of
point,
infinitesimal.
huh?
Give me the definition.
As close to zero as possible, but not being zero.
So like infinity? No, not like infinity. Hold on, let me see the definition. Let me go find the definition myself.
That's not what infinity is.
Infant,
Infinity is either that it rises forever
infinitesimal,
or it just has the greatest value. That's what it means to have
infinitesimal.
infinity.
Infinitesimal, extremely small, and definitely small quantity of value approaching zero. Infinitesimal is something infinity or immeasurably small. So which definition are you arguing about? A quantity smaller than any position real number but zero, but often used as a calculation representing tiny dx or dy. In calculus they say non-zero smaller than any real number. It's not zero, but it's less than any positive number. It's smaller than zero, 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 zero. It's conceptual challenge. So which definition are you trying to argue? Are you trying to argue like, cause it literally says it's something infinity or immeasurably small. Are we trying to get with
Um.
this?
Okay, so I'll put this into an example, right? You know how like there's infinity rising, right? Like you go up from one infinitely over and over again. You keep going up.
Sure.
Okay, try that in reverse, but you never get to zero. That's what infinitesimal is.
So it's some form
Hey,
of
I'm
infinity.
not
We're
gonna
going the
lie.
other way. As
It's
you can make
been
a distance from to one point to the
Let
other
the judge
point.
talk. Let the judge talk.
it's been an hour. Can you guys like wrap it up? Because we're right now like the debate's just delving a little bit into meta shit,
Uh,
right? So
yeah, he's getting
can
tired.
Yeah.
we gear this back on track.
Also,
Okay.
yeah. Also, my bad. Also, oh yes. Oh, sorry, Westman. I'm gonna make this quick. After this, you trying to make this as infinitesimal? If they move at infinitesimal, like that will be if each frame is 20. If there's 24 frames in that second, and he can.
They're not moving at
That's,
infinitesimal. I'm
okay,
saying
that's
that.
not okay. No, if it's 24 frames in that 1 second that he's moving through, and they can't contact him in the first frame before he go to the second frame, and we already went over this. We already going over this. if they can't tag him in the first one, he's not trying.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, we can go to conclusions. Like I already said, is
I
if
just
they
asked.
we
Can
already
I ask
argue
Westman something
this.
real quick? Hold on. Can I just ask something to Westman real quick? I just want to make sure you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying with the infinitesimal stuff and like how it ties into Naya. Like before I basically finished up on this thing, because if you understand it, then like I can just like sort of like touch up on this point and then just go to the next one and then just be done. It's not gonna be a whole long point. I'm literally just gonna make it take 5 minutes. If he doesn't respond to the argument, then it's just gonna be done.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like a really small point. I'm just gonna scale Yuta over Maki.
Oh wait, no, wait. Can you explain the infinitesimal one more time for us, please, to make sure like we
Before I
all
do that, I
understand?
just want to see if like Westman understands it.
Yeah, what's up? The
So
infinitesimal shit for Naya.
yeah,
Yeah, go
infinitesimal
ahead
is
and
the
explain it
relation.
for. Hmm.
Do you understand it?
Wait, the
Like
relation between. Wait, what specific relation? Sorry.
okay, the relation between like time passing and an infinitesimally small amount of time in between like 1 second and 2 seconds, or 1 second and 1.1 seconds, or
Yeah,
one
like
second and minus
1.001
24.
second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying in real life, every single like one of those pieces of time you could imagine as like a frame, but it's not really a frame, it's just a continuous thing. So considering that it's continuous, right? If you wanted to add a frame for every single one of those seconds, you would get an infinitely greater number of frames per second than what
Huh?
Aoya is doing. So the perception is going to be infinitely better of his movements. He's not going to be lagging like he is in
What?
a video game.
What? Wait.
Yeah, so it's gonna. Okay, listen. So sorry, I'm gonna repeat your argument. Tell me if I got it right. So basically, it wouldn't be this disorienting thing or like this choppy thing because each frame would happen within this infinitesimal, uh, I guess, range. So it would be 24 frames, right? 1.00001 first frame, and each one would scale from there, infinitesimally. And off of your perception, it should be like way easier to perceive because of this like fluid motion. It would appear much more fluid. Is that what you're trying to say? Like, with
Yeah,
much more fluidity to the perceiver,
yeah, so if he's
to the
getting a
observer,
fast
whatever.
beat, it's not because he's like a blitz level slower or like way weaker. It could just be that he just
Hmm.
doesn't understand what he's looking at, so he can't even like
Yeah,
respond to the
you
attacks.
wouldn't even be able to comprehend this thing, the
Yes.
frames.
So he's done.
Yeah, he's
Okay, no, I disagree with that. I don't think each frame is like some form of 0.1 or type of concept. I believe you got to do 1 second divided by 24, like they said. As we can see, if it's when using this curse technique, he's moving at Mach 1. I don't believe there's some form of intertesimal like space he's moving between two, or like this 0.1, or like each point. I don't that's the case. You need to get some form of credence behind that. I'm finna send this one thing where they say projecting sorcery. They moved a second into what's it called?
You can send that if you
24.
want, but that's not going to be necessary because I already
Wait,
figured
hold
out
on.
like
I don't
the
believe. I
attacks.
believe when you were making what's it called? The most probabilistic case when what the author is claiming is that you have 1 second. You need to prove the intersystems exist because the author literally made the claim that you divide a second into 24 parts. And I'm gonna go get the math for that. Um,
You can do that if you want. I don't think that matters. You can do whatever you want. I can actually
wait, huh?
accept. Okay, I can accept what you said right now because it doesn't attack anything that I just said, like whatsoever, like literally
So,
whatsoever.
so I don't believe. So I'm finna go get the math for
I don't
how
think it do.
fast.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna
hold on.
say
Wait,
I'm
hold
gonna
on. I
accept it,
think it
but I
do.
can
I think
speculate
it
on
do. So I'm
patterns
finna
of
go
it.
get the scan. I'm finna go get the scan for because I believe it do. If the judge on my right. So
I agree that it's 24 frames per second. I agree it is. Is that
that's
fine?
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
What do you
Um.
want me to agree to? Be honest.
Wait. No. Hold on.
I agree that now
What's it
yes
called?
moves
While
at
activating
24
anything about
frames per
touching must be
second.
moving. What's it
Wait a
called?
second. Hold on. Okay, let me just grab this fucking scan for this guy real quick so we can
First to
see.
do and say when their movements and what's it called frozen in 1 second. Yeah. So right here, it explains right. So let's say you get put in right for failure to do something. Let's say you can't put in that speed right of if you can't keep on if you can't keep on that frames per second right. If you're not moving that divided time in each frame like consistently, you're gonna get stopped for 1 second. That will now be told. Make the claim of. I'm gonna go to Google real quick and go get the scan real quick. So basically, right, I believe it's more parsimonious to believe that each frame holds a specific amount of time. If you don't reach that specific amount of time each frame, you're gonna get stuck for 1 second. That's literally what's stated by Naruto. Keep sending in fucking general. Holy shit. Hold on, let me see it one more time.
This is like getting to become a drag.
So basically, right, like I said before, if Naruto is moving in each frame at the time that needed to be reached, right, to go into each frame, and let's say he's not moving at max speed, right, they should be able to tackle him in that first frame if they not if it was called if they was called equal in speed or relative in speed. He'd be able to. I already sent that scan. Like he said, what's it called? Did I not just send that scan? Yes, I
I
did.
agree with everything the scan says. I don't think this attacks my argument. Can we please move on?
Wait, hold on. I'm finna send the Maki as well. Hold on.
Why? Why? There's no point. I agree with what it says.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. I'm finna go get it real
Why?
quick.
Wait, why?
I'm finna go get it, and I'm finna get this one scan.
But why are you grabbing the scans? I agree with what the scans say. I'm saying your argument doesn't attack mine. Can we please move on?
Wait, hold on. I wasn't done.
Ryan, they are just they agree with what you're trying to say, bro. Come on. Like
Wait.
they know what's in the scans. You said what's in the scans. Like you don't have to send the scans. They agree. Whatever you said, they agree. Come on, bro. Just move on. Yeah, can you
I
wrap
was
this up?
finna
It's
go
been
finna
like
go
an
get
hour
the
and 30.
math. Oh, I'm finna go get the math for how fast each frame is. You have to move to not
Oh
get
my
ball.
god, bro.
But
I've been watching the
We
rap.
can do the
but I
math
was gonna get
first.
it.
I
All
can
right,
just
but
do the
I was
math
gonna. That's what
for
I
you
was
if
trying
you
to prove. It's
want.
not
Can we just do the math
infinitesimal
for you?
time.
Hold on.
Bro, like 24 divided by 60? Like, is it? I'm crying. Or is it 60 divided by 20? I forgot, bro. I'm tired. 1 minute divided, just one divided by 24 also works. So, how many
Yeah, that's
frames?
how fast they move. You
Yeah,
need to move, or you get
just
off.
one
Yeah,
24th of a second. Is that
yeah.
so
So each.
hard? I
Okay,
mean, 1/24th of a minute. Sorry. You
I
guys
was
really
gonna be.
hard.
Okay, no, no, no,
All
okay,
right.
so it's
Yeah, that
24.
how
Hold
fast you
on.
need.
It's
It's no
24.
infinitesimal.
Wait, stop. It's 24 frames per second. 1 divided by 24, 1 second divided by
Oh,
24 frames is literally 0.04166666 over and over again. I'll just send it to you. Okay? There's the math. We agree. I agree to everything you're saying. Let's just move on to the final point where I scale Yuta above Maki. It's literally going to take 5 minutes, and then we're just going to be done.
It's 66666. It doesn't have that thing on the top, so that's literally the quantifier amount. It's no E on top. So yeah, that's a specific amount of time you need to be to go in each frame. You don't reach that speed. Yeah. You no. I wait. Hold on. No. Let me finish my. Okay. No, because I was starting first because the whole point of this whole argument was that Itadori is not faster than The whole point of this whole argument is Itadori is not faster than Piercing Blood, and Piercing Blood is slower than Curse Naoya, and Maki is able to react and move and counter Curse Naoya. And like I was gonna say that you took his speed blitz. That was the whole point of the first argument. Even went down this whole argument because Yuta was relative to Itadori. That was the first initial argument. Then we went down how fast he is. Hello.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna. Can I just. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna finish. Yeah, the reason why I think my argument is better than yours, I'm just gonna finish this up pretty quickly. I don't have much to say beyond this. I just think that mine is better on consistency with the facts. Okay, and I think it's more consistent internally because actually, no, I'm not gonna say it's more consistent internally. Both are equally as consistent. I was gonna say something like kind of different, but it's kind of the same as just saying it's consistent with the facts. It's more consistent with the facts because you would expect something that aligns with the evidence that you presented, and it aligns with the series of data that suggests that something's going to happen. It makes another thing probable, okay? Such as like characters getting massively stronger in JJK, massively faster too. Okay, I already proved that with the whole point about cursed energy. I also talked about like the parsimony and all that stuff, which you didn't really respond to with the mechanisms. So I think that mine is better on consistency with the facts, that epistemic virtue, and by virtue of that, I think that mine is gonna probably just be a superior view. I also think it's better on unification because it accounts for additional phenomena, right? It accounts for the phenomena in which the character actually gets stronger and why exactly they're failing to react to this stuff. It accounts for how like fighting Naoya might distort your perception of Naoya's movements because he's activating a curse technique that lowers his FPS. Right? FPS lowered in a video game makes you lag as it would in real life or in JJK's world. So it's better on unification and it's better on consistency, those two epistemic virtues. That's it. I'm basically done at this point. I have nothing more to say. You can give your conclusion. I don't have
Wow.
anything more to say, and then I can just move on
I
to the
didn't
next point.
know I didn't know that you valued unification as an epistemic virtue. It's very,
What?
very interesting. Well, no, I completely agree with it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I remember an argument with a certain Sakazuki. Um,
What?
no, nothing, Ryan. Make your conclusion.
Oh yes.
Finish.
So I call often rage. I do believe my position hold less assumption than his. The whole point is that he's trying to make the claim that Itadori got like a blitz level faster than he was when he was in Shibuya because he couldn't react to person blood. Then we went down this whole line that it shows that he got stronger. Or Gojo, he only sent the claim that Gojo made the claim he got stronger when he was with Todo, and Choso made the claim that he got stronger physically. I believe the whole point is you can say he got stronger physically, and you can say somewhat speed wise. You need to prove it as such a significant or a speed blitz level difference from when he was in Shibuya. That's the whole point of the problem. And I gave a set reason, set foundation is that he's fighting somebody who's not even pushing or getting close to Mach 1. That's Naoya. Because now it's said to be,
Try to make it fast, please. Please and thank you.
oh,
I don't want
yeah.
to interrupt.
Um, yes. So the whole point is that I send evidence on why the people he's fighting is not even pushing Mach 1. He's not taking them serious. I gave it like, if you're taking somebody serious or y'all equal or relative, you will be taking them serious, not brushing your hair back, yada yada. I get more parsimony on why now you're not taking them serious and that he's underestimated them. So he needed to fight them or break their leg at that moment he was playing around. And also about the infinitesimal, he agreed and also that it's no infinitesimal between each frame. Each frame has a specific second you need to move. If you don't move at that specific speed to move through each frames, then what's it called? Oh, sorry, fattest frame for you don't move if you don't move at a specific speed for each frame, you're gonna lag and you're gonna be paused in a set frame. And what's it called if he's not using his full speed or he's dumbing down his frames, that means the speed for each frame is also slowed down. So therefore, if he's slowing down the frames, that means he's moving slower than the initial what he really needs to push Mach 1 for each frame. So basically, he's moving slower. If he's moving slower and they moving at Mach 1, he's not moving at Mach 1, so they should be able to hit him before he even reach his curse technique. It was called even go into frame one. If he's making it slower, instead of his peak at 60 frames, he's going at 35. That's half. That's significantly lower. They should be able to hit him. But they can't. So therefore, they are not able to. They're not Mach 1. So yeah, that's basically everything. I believe. I think mine's more parsimony with the evidence I sent. He really mentioned no evidence. Just
I um immediate.
Just
I'm gonna
just
just
come in after like we go over the second point. I'm gonna make it really quick, like 5 minutes. If not, I'm just gonna concede that point.
right.
Then we can just
Yeah,
move
I
on
mean,
to the next point
I
and
have
get it
I
over.
have a winner in mind to be honest off of this. So
Yeah, but let's
if
just
you
mention it later, cause I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
wait. Can you just say
What if
it?
someone
And
is
you just
unhappy with it and then they want to argue? Like I don't want to
no.
do
I'm
that.
not gonna argue. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
okay, bro.
let's just do it after we go over the second point. I want to make this quick.
He just say
all right,
who. You just say
this
who.
that's fine. You go over it after.
Okay. So for the second point, my skill for Yuta above Maki is when Yuta gets cut in half. They say that Yuta getting cut in half is the worst case scenario, and they index it to like their odds of beating Sukuna because you see they say the best case scenario is Maki stabbing Sukuna with the soul split katana, which cuts directly into your soul, which they just presume is gonna be like a win con, like an instant win con. Like if they cut this guy's soul, he's just dead, right? And with Yuta getting cut in half, they say it's the worst case scenario. So what I interpret that to be is literally just them saying, okay, yeah, Yuta is stronger than Maki pretty much. He's stronger than everyone else on the battlefield. If Yuta dies, that's like the worst thing that could possibly happen for us. You could say it could possibly be other things, but I don't think that's going to be as strong as of an interpretation because mine
What fight you talking about?
Mine has dialogue that's specifically next to events that are happening on the panel, and correlations typically do support specific conclusions happening. Matter of fact, they always do. Like a correlation between two things is what causes a specific conclusion to happen, and you would expect to see a correlation between them saying
Uh,
the worst case scenario for you to getting cut in half and you to actually being the strongest fighter, right? You would expect that correlation,
uh,
but it's also
Wait,
on
what
the
YouTube you
events that would be
using?
happening on the page of Yuta getting cut in half, and them like fighting Sukuna. So that seems to be the main subject in which they're talking about case scenarios. So I think it's likely that that's why I think Yuta's stronger than Maki.
Which YouTube are you using right now? You using Shizuku YouTube right now? Wait.
Yeah. Was it supposed to be culling games? Did we say culling games at the beginning? I didn't even argue for culling games immediately.
Oh
I
my
forgot. Did we
fucking
say culling games
god.
or no? I don't remember.
Okay, I I thought we was using cola games, but if you want to do that, we can. Like,
Okay,
I don't know. Hold on, bro. Let me
my
go.
mistake.
Hold on.
Backtrack if I didn't remember that it was not supposed to be Shinjuku. Oh shit, bro.
If we said using with Maki, I don't think we gave clarification on which, because I was using it up to the cola games. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go text somebody real quick.
All right. Unless are you tired?
Also, okay, you said it would be the worst case scenario, right? Like the worst part, like problem out, correct? Like, oh no, he's gone. Like, Utah's down, we are fucked. Like you saying, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? My interpretation from that, or the same amount of evidence? Yeah, I'll say yeah, because Utah, Maki, do you not believe they're one of the most heavy hitters out there right now on the field, right? If one go down, fuck. There's like
If
half
one
the power
goes
going
down,
down.
they're fucked. I don't agree. If one goes down, they're automatically fucked. But I
If
do agree. If one
if they're
goes
the
down,
only heavy hitters, of course.
if one of them goes down, it's like a major loss. Like it's a heavy like decrease in their chances. I don't agree that they're fucked though, because Yuta did go down and they
That's
did
the same
lose.
meaning.
No, because you
Yes,
having
it is.
lesser odds doesn't mean you're gonna lose. Like Yuta did go down and
That,
they did
that
lose.
wait, no, no, wait, no. That's what I'm saying. No, wait. If so, we have okay, no. So we have Utah. So wait, no, Maki and Utah, right? They're everybody considering them, right? Even usually all of them, like the most heaviest hitters that they have on the team, correct?
Yes.
At that time. So if they are the most heaviest hitters, right? The only people that can at least somewhat contend, if one of them go down, where the odds of them winning is like almost drop because they need both of them.
They
It's
need
like
both of
using
them.
almost half your power. If they still on two biggest heavy hitters that they only have to contend with them, they'll be half they almost at least half their power go down. That's a
Two to
problem. If
contend
one
with
go
him.
down, that's bad.
Two to contend with him on the battlefield, but Hakari can contend with Sukuna if he takes down Arame,
But
but not on the
he's finding
battlefield.
somebody else though.
Okay,
You
yeah,
wanna
no, we
say
agree.
that.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah, we agree that they're the best on their battlefield. Yeah, we agree. At least at that
So I
time. I
believe
think Kashimo's
uh,
stronger than Maki, but I'm not gonna do a whole subject on that.
Maki. Wait, no, okay. Is that before or after what's it called? Kashimo got taken down by Sukuna. Are you talking about before or after that? Do you,
After Kashimo got taken down, Maki and Yuta are the two strongest people they have available to fight Sukuna at the time. That's what I think. Do you agree?
um, those yes, those are the two heaviest hitters that they have, and I believe when one if y'all rely on them as two heaviest hitters and one of them go down, I believe you're fucked. Like you're fucked. Like you need both of them. If one like those both are the most versatile people that you have to even contend. That means you have one person contend with somebody while they need both of them. That means yes, I believe it. I want to say one is stronger. I just believe those are the two heavy hitters, like the two people that they need. If one go down, they fucked. I don't believe one. I don't think one is significant enough to stop Suga. That's why I believe what how they put in it. They need both. One go down, they fucked. Cause they need both of them to take him down. Cause there's only people who can contend. Cause what if they one other person go down?
Well, they didn't need him because they literally won without
They
Yuta
don't
because
need
Yuta was
Yuta.
taken down. Yeah, they didn't need
They don't
Yuta.
need Yuta.
Yuta got taken down and they were still doing fine. Like they were
They was
literally
doing fine.
yeah, they were doing fine. They were fighting Sukuna and they were doing fine. Yes.
Hold on, let me go get the bro.
Wait, this isn't relevant. We don't need to like argue over that. But
No, because the whole point is that it doesn't give no implications on what's it called that one was stronger than the other. I just believe that they just consider them the most strongest people there, and they need both of them.
okay, well, hold on. Don't rat. I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Don't rat, cause it's like late as fuck, and we don't like want to listen to rat shit. Okay. Obviously, I'm sure you would agree. Kashimo's like that too. He's kind of on that level. But when Kashimo dies, they don't say this. You would think that they would mention Kashimo if this is
Was
all
he on
true.
that team? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Repeat
they
that.
want to. They're all trying to take down Sukuna. They're all on the same team. But Kashimo gets taken down and
Not
then he
like that.
stays. So I don't think they're talking about it in terms of groups. I think they're talking about it in the sense of if one specific person gets taken down, it's like who's the best person we have to fight Sukuna? And out of anyone else available, Kashimo, Yuta, Maki, Hakari, Yuji, Higuruma, Kusakabe, it's Yuta. That's what I think they're saying.
Wait, hold on. Do you believe? Wait, hold on. So basically, what I'm gonna ask you is, I think that's still added on to my point. Let's say we have Kashimo, Yuta, and Maki, and Hikari, and right now Hikari's not there. Kashimo is down. You have two more people left, right? Out of that five, right? Let's say it's five of them. You have two more people out of that five. If one of them go down, you have one fucking more. Y'all keep going down, and the most heaviest hitters. If y'all keep losing, the chance of y'all winning is bad. Now you down to 2 out of 5. You went down in power on your most heavy hitters by like 60 fucking percent, or like 80%. Now you have like 20 left. Like, of course you're gonna like say, "Holy shit, we're cooked. We're cut. We just lost on our last two contenders." That's why I believe how they put in it. That's all. That was my interpretation.
Okay, well, it seems like kind of unreasonable for you to say that like the moment they have like any strong fighter go down, they're gonna make this claim, and they're like considering like worst possible case
That's not what I'm
scenarios.
making.
Okay, you're just saying okay if one goes down out of like the group of the heavy hitters, they lose some of their strongest fighters, therefore it's gonna be a major issue. They could go down from like 100% of their capacity to like 60 or 80% of like strength, right? Well, the problem with that is that doesn't work because if you're gonna say it's based off of like a group, they lost a really strong member of the group, Kashimo. I don't want you to rat. That's gonna make us waste even more time. Kashimo is literally on that level, and they don't mention Kashimo as being a part of the worst case scenario when Sukuna kills him. They don't mention that at
That's
all.
that's not the claim I'm making. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you have 5 people in the group and then your top five hitters, Car is out, Kashimo's out. Let's say Higuruma is out. Now you have
Oh wait,
two more
can I
people. Do
respond
you
to
have
this then? I
love?
understand what you're saying.
Hold
I
on.
realize what
If
you're
you
saying.
have two more
Can I
people,
respond?
if you have two more out of the five, and the strongest person is still there, putting belt to ass, and one more, and he take out one more. Now you have one more heavy hitter out of five that is fucking bad. Those odds are bad. If you need it, yeah, those odds are very bad. If y'all was relying on 5 people,
But
now
if
it's
the
one
worst
person you're relying
possible
on
case
to take him
scenario
down.
is losing more and more fighters, then why wouldn't they literally just say it's the worst possible case scenario again when Maki gets like sent out of like the fucking battlefield? Like Kusakabe sees Maki get sent out and he doesn't say, "Oh, this is the worst possible case scenario." Cuz
But that's different though. Then.
they're not talking about groups or anything. They're talking about this
Hmm.
person is the strongest, which is the worst person to lose out of anyone. Okay? And it's the worst person to lose in the case of Yuta because Yuta's the strongest.
That's different though. One's getting sent out and one got cut in fucking half. That's a wait. Hold on. Yeah, one you can see he's fucking gone. Like you gonna make the claim he's fucking gone. But the other one got sent out the battlefield. Like that doesn't default. Like that doesn't like disprove that person might come back. That person can't like we can't certify they dead. We can just hope. Like at the most, you want to say, "Oh shit, he's gone." No, you be like, "Oh shit, he got sent out flying. Hopefully, he gonna come back." But there's a difference when you see one of your boys die, one of them dead, finito, dead. You like, "Oh shit." Like we can verify we're all fucked. Just because you see somebody flying doesn't mean they out the battle. That's sort of the conclusion. Oh, he's sent them flying. Okay, this difference with you two, that nigga's dead. Yeah, but we know. Yeah, there's a difference
Yuta
between
didn't
that.
die.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? Yuta didn't die.
from their eyes, he yeah, literally died.
No.
That's why you made a claim. What?
Prove they think that Yuta's gonna die, because your whole counter interpretation is contingent on
No,
people believing that they think Yuta
what?
would be dead there. If you can't actually suffice why like they would actually believe Yuta is dead there, then your argument
Hold on,
doesn't
bro.
work. And then your refutation doesn't work, so you don't have like a sequitur response, so my argument just goes
Hold
wrong.
on. Let me go get it real quick, bro. Holy
No,
shit.
give me your argument before you mention the panel. Just give me your argument. We're trying to end like as soon as possible.
Yeah, they see his body get cut in half, just how Gojo did, and how he died. He got what? He got cut in half. So what? What happened? What that means? Wait, hold on. I
Yuki
wasn't
gets
done.
cut in
Well,
half
you
and
wait.
he's
Hold
fine.
on. Wait, hold on. Ask you. Wait, hold on. If you see in the past that what, like the same nigga, like Sukuna, the same person you find and cut another nigga in half, and now you just see one of your other homeboys got cut in half, you're gonna make the claim that he's fucking dead too. Like, like you when you see him on the ground dead, bleeding the fuck out dead, you gonna make the same claim that he's dead as well, because that's why you made the claim. Oh fuck, we're
But this
cooked.
is
Like,
different because Yuta got immediate medical attention after he gets cut in half, unlike Gojo. Gojo was stuck on the battlefield and they didn't get his body immediately. Like
but
literally,
that okay, hold on.
Sukuna was there. Kashimo pulls up, and then they start fighting. They don't take Gojo's body immediately. Yuta gets medical attention immediately, so that's not something you can compare. So the basis of your argument doesn't work. And secondarily, Yuki
Uh-huh.
literally gets cut in half, and she's fine. Okay, she uses RCT, and then she just walks it off. So no, people can literally come back and be healed and be fine if they get cut in half. Your
Okay,
argument just
okay.
doesn't
First
work.
off, okay, so you said he get medical attention like immediately after one.
Yes,
Wait, who he get medical attention from?
Shoko, also
Oh,
himself.
I just got that scan. Okay, first off, when you
You
see
want to
somebody
see
get
that
cut in
scan? I'm
half,
I'm
right?
sorry to
Choke
interrupt.
up. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold
Did you say you
on.
want to see that scan? I'm sorry, I'm just asking a question. Did you say you wanted to
No,
see
I
that
said
scan?
I have. I said I got the scan.
Okay.
Let's go. Like I said further, when you see somebody get cut in half, if you're on a battlefield and you see someone and they get a medical attention, you will make the claim they won't be able to come back to the battlefield after their body got cut in half. Will you not make that claim? Yes or no?
If I see someone get cut in half and they leave the battlefield, I don't think they're gonna come back. If I was a
Yes.
JJK character, I'm not sure if I would make that belief, like make that assumption. I'm not sure if I would make that inference. If I was a regular person and I'm seeing a regular person get cut in
Regular
half, I
person.
might make that shit happen.
So wait, hold on. Had the person who's healing him shown to like heal shit at this significant degree, like to able to like hold on, bro. Let me get this. Hold on, let me get it right here, bro. Holy shit. You can know, like, they believe it. Do you believe the person who got him one of the best healers that they have?
The person who got him is one of the best healers they have, Shoko, yeah.
Sokoludi made the claim. Like, when you get cut in half, I don't believe it's general consensus, like, bro, like, when you get cut in completely half, it's hard
I'm
to,
not
like,
gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up. I'm going. It's 3 a.m.
Okay.
holy shit, it's,
How about we
yeah.
just? Okay. How about this? I mean,
Wait,
we're
how
probably gonna
about,
keep arguing. So how about this? Westbound, tell us the judgment for the first point. Watch the rec
wait,
tomorrow.
hold on, wait,
Is that
question
fine with you?
westbound. So, wait, question
Yes,
one
sir.
question with the westbound.
Fucking bro.
You did me and Ram ever go over the Yuta and Itadori point, or that's just up in the air? Like I'm so lost.
Well, I mean, you guys more so went over how Yuji interacted with Naya to see like whether or not like this new version of Yuji was actually a blitz above the other one. I mean,
I'm
you
talking
guys
about
never
the
really.
initial
Hold
argument.
on. You guys never
Okay.
really went over like how Yuji interacted with Yuta, but I'll be honest, like if you just lost your scaling for why Yuji wouldn't be blitz level above, then honestly, it wouldn't even matter. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
Oh no,
okay. How
because
about this? How about this? We hear the judgment on that point. If he lost that, then we don't have to go over that. If he did, maybe we can talk about the Yuta stuff. Only on the case in which he won that, and then we'll just talk about the rest of the stuff for Yuta above Maki while you're done.
I was supposed to scale because I was initially scaling first about the curse Naoya and Maki because I seen it recording the curse Naoya and Maki and curse Naoya fashion and piercing blood.
Wait, that's
Then
fine.
Yuta,
Don't worry, bro.
yeah,
Let
that
me
was
just
like my initial whole argument.
excuse me. Can you just hear
I
me?
mean, if you made that argument, it wasn't contended, it went through. Like that's fine. I don't care. What I heard you guys argue over, I'll just have to give it to Serenity. I
Ooh.
understand that your argument was more parsimonious. Well, not even more parsimonious, had less assumptions, but the only issue is that it omitted data and alpha evidence equally. He also made a unification argument, not unification argument, like the, I guess the interpretations that they were making for their scans unified to make a coherent narrative uh, that supported whatever they were claiming.
Huh?
Right. And on top of that, right, just to explain this, I guess a claim can only be more parsimonious, or I guess like a hypothesis or whatever you. Bro, fuck me, I'm tired. Can only be more parsimonious if it has the same explanatory power as another, or maybe greater, whatever. Fuck, right? I guess that would be when I would consider parsimony or really care about it as like some sort of epistemic virtue that would raise probability. But just because your explanation just doesn't account for the same evidence, we can't use Occam's razor or whatever you called it. Um, yeah,
Evidence?
that's just my justification. And like, if you want me to like explain what exact, like every single point that was accounted for, I can go through
No,
a list tomorrow or
no.
something like that.
Yeah, no. I just one about the stronger on that point.
Actually, hold
About
on.
the
Quick question. Ryan, can we?
uh,
Do you want to agree to just drop the second point and just base it off of who won the first point? Because it's gonna go on for like another hour if we go over the Yuta point and we go over the Yuta relative to UG point. Like Yuta above Maki and Yuta relative to UG. Like I don't want to do all that. You want to just go over the first point. You can argue with Westbound if you disagree with like his belief on like who won that. Feel
no,
free
no.
to.
I like disagree. No, I just had like one question tomorrow. I wanted to
okay.
ask later today. Just later today, I had like one question.
Before you ask your question, are you fine with that though? Just whoever won the first point wins the debate.
The first point about wait, we had did 2 points
If UG
in the
is like a
first one.
blitz level below Naoya, just like all the stuff we talked about before I started saying that Yuta is above Maki.
Yeah, everything we talking about because we didn't because the first
No,
one
we
we
go over
initially made we didn't go over
Yuta
that.
versus Maki.
For your scaling, pretty much. So, well, Schroeder star scaling is different.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
you guys don't go for that. Yeah, ask your question. Like, let me
I'm gonna ask you
know.
later today when you're like awake.
Nah, you're good, bro. If it's not like some crazy shit, and I like, you know, I'm able
Oh
to give
no,
an
it was just
answer.
about no, what's called the stronger that he got in stronger point about him sending the Gojo making the claim and that
Huh?
yeah the stronger that Itadori got stronger since Shibuya in
Mm-hmm.
execution arc, and he sent the
Yeah.
Gojo claim
Mm-hmm.
that he got stronger, but is
Yeah.
referring back to the physical on what been said about Choso. Then we went on arguing about the cursed energy and how he's trying to argue he got stronger, but doesn't give a quantification on how much stronger he had got. Is it a blitz faster than he was than Shibuya?
Yeah. Just gave a basis for why it would be like massively faster, like massively stronger. That went uncontended. What we were talking, like the
Huh?
reason, the thing is, like, uh, the way I see it, right?
Mhm.
They gave I guess, a gauge for how strong, how fast this guy is, right? And what you were doing for that whole point, pretty much, was putting a limiter on it. But because you lost that limiter, then I would just like prefer the gauge that Serenity gave.
Wait, lost
Whether
the
or not
limiter?
whether, yeah, like you were trying to limit it, right? Because, oh no, he couldn't have gotten massively faster or stronger, or to a relevant degree, because he's under Mach 1, because he was just getting blitzed by Naya. That was your point, right?
Yeah, he was getting blitzed by Naoya, or
Yeah, pretty
yeah, couldn't
much.
keep
And
up with
then,
Naoya.
yeah, and then pretty much, like, yeah, Serenity like recontextualized that, saying that, yeah, no, like, he could still be faster. This isn't something that necessarily defeats my claim.
Yeah, he
um
could be faster than Mach 1.
yeah, he can be faster than Mach 1. This isn't like some sort of perception blitz. It's clearly some disorienting effect, or some shit. And then, right, you guys argued over the nitty gritty, sent all the scans, and then, did your cross examination based on the evidence provided.
And wait, so one more question. So when he argued that, what was his argument against that if Naoya's not going as fast, and his peak as Mach 1, so he moves slower, more in the frames. Why couldn't they tag him if he's moving at less than Mach 1, and they couldn't have tagged him before the first frame?
Can you repeat that last part?
If he's moving slower, if he's moving slower using his curse technique, and they're supposed to move at Mach 1, or let's presuppose they're moving at Mach 1, why couldn't they tackle before the first frame if he's moving slower than his peak when using the frames?
Well, it'd just be I don't know. I mean, probably just some like. Are you saying like why couldn't they tag him before he used the frames? Pretty much.
Yes. If he's going slower, that means he moving significantly or slower than his peak speed. If his peak speed is pushing past Mach 1 or Mach 1, what's it called? Pushing past Mach 1. Why couldn't if he's moving significantly lower, he's not taking him serious? Why couldn't they tag him in the first
Then
one?
we would just put into question like base Naya at that point could like dodge Yuji, dodge Choso, like that's fine, right? They would still be relative to an extent. But when he activates his frame, basically what the argument was being made was when he activates his frames, then that disorienting effect comes on, and they wouldn't be able to like accurately track his movements or
That's
like
before
change
or
the
after.
trajectory of their punch, pretty much. So yeah, like they would punch, it would just like be a whiff because they're not able to track them. So like, let's say I throw a punch and someone like dodges out of the punch, like maybe I can, pivot my body in such a way that it still connects, right? But if they like move in some way that's like outside, like let's say my eyebrow above my right eye is bleeding, and the blood, coagulates in my eye, and then my eye is not able to see anymore. Right now, my eyes are bloodshot. My right eye is effectively blinded. So if I throw that punch and they dodge into my blind spot, I wouldn't be able to do the thing that I did earlier with the pivot, because my perception is skewed by some sort of external phenomena. So again, like that's fine if they're punching him and they're not able to land the punch when he uses his frames. But that doesn't necessarily prove that he's faster than them.
But when I made the claim about when I also said the scans that if he's moving through the frames at a specific speed and they can't keep up, well, then that just shows they can't comprehend because he's made a claim that's disorientated. Then I say if he's moving through his curse technique at a specific time and they can't keep up, that means they can't perceive him, and then what's called why he's using that. It can be
The point is why they can't keep up. What thing is skewing them to not be able to keep up? Serenity is arguing that it's not the raw speed; it's disorienting effect. Like it's choppy, rigid as you like see it. Like you wouldn't be able to understand it. They literally can't process what's happening.
That he's moving through the frames.
Yeah, while he's moving through that was their entire argument. Yeah,
that's why I sent the scan about the.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it to you. But if you'd
wait, hold on.
Do you want to?
What about the other scans I sent?
Wait.
Hold on. What's it called? Without the technique.
I know. It's all accounted for that. Listen, if you like, honestly, I don't want to stay here for much longer. If you have any timestamps where you think you made like a relevant contention, that is, mutually exclusive or like external, to the fact that Serenity was just arguing for it's like disorienting, like Serenity's like accounting for it, for these scans within their data for the conclusion that it's not some speed thing, it's clearly just some hacks thing, like some curse technique. Yeah, if you can get that, you argue it, it's not contended.
It was right here, the scan right here, yeah.
Get the timestamp in the recording where you make the argument. So look over the recording with somebody, or send me the recording. I'll look at, the 15 minutes prior, 15 minutes after, and then I'll so I can properly contextualize it. And then after that, I'll be able to give you an answer of whether or not that was a good, it was a defeater.
Wait, who got the recording? Did the recording back at the? How long did the recording back call?
Serenity's gonna post it all on their channel.
Alright, then when y'all post it.